And Madam Secretary, is your department detaining U.S. citizens?
No, we are not. We have,
Have you taken any American citizens to your facilities to be processed?
if they are children and families that want to stay together, then they have the
Adults,
option to do that.
adults.
And they have the option to do that.
Have you detained American citizen adults?
I think there have been individuals that had probable cause that came into detainment or an identity that needed to be confirmed.
You
and then
talked
they were released
earlier-
when their identity was confirmed and released.
You talked earlier about context. I'll give you a couple of examples. Willie Winder, U.S. citizen, North Carolina. Saturday morning, sitting in his car, waiting for food from a local restaurant. DHS agent approached him, asked him if he was a citizen, gave that agent his real ID, and then 15 minutes later, he was allowed to go finish ordering his food. When he came back out of the restaurant, another CBP agent approached him. When he was getting in his truck, they broke his truck window, dragged him out of his car, and handcuffed him. Showed his ID, but they didn't believe him. Moments later, they released him. Yoshi Villamar, U.S. citizen, again, North Carolina, owns a landscape business. CBP agents grabbed him from behind, pushed him to the ground. His workers, his brothers were shouting, he's a U.S. citizen. They still took him. Despite having identity, show him a U.S. citizen, he was still carried out. Again, they weren't at a protest. These individuals were just minding their own business, going to work. So, Secretary Noem, when I was growing up, ICE agents would stop me out in the street, and they would ask me, are you a U.S. citizen? And my answer would be yes, and that was enough. Today, that's not the case. So what would you say, what do you suggest I tell my citizens back home? Have a passport with you all the time?
No, I would tell your citizens to be grateful they live in this country where President Trump is
We
upholding the
are,
law.
but ma'am,
Those that
if
are
you're
here
stopped as a
illegally-
U.S. citizen out in the street,
those that are here
and you
illegally
tell people the U.S. citizen and you're still
should
held,
return back to their
that
home
is not the country
before
we're
they're
supposed to
detained. That we
live
will
in.
voluntarily help them self-deport if they would like to.
These are American citizens, ma'am. Do I tell my children to carry a U.S. passport?
No, I would not say they would have to.
But
I
they're
would say
stopped,
if
and
they are legal
sometimes
citizens,
they
don't
take
have
those
anything to worry
passports,
about.
your agents throw them out, and they grab them anyway. You're terrorizing American citizens. Let's turn to another one.